Before this case became a headline, it was a human story in New York, Florida, and private properties over years, involving multiple girls and young women and a chain of choices that ended in horror. At the heart of it was teenagers drawn into a world of money, private planes, famous names, and carefully managed access. The crime itself was horrifying. Epstein sexually abused and trafficked minors, while Maxwell was later convicted of helping recruit and groom victims. What made the story even more disturbing was that the case horrified people because Epstein had already received a lenient Florida deal years earlier, allowing more questions about power and protection. Investigators had to work through pressure, fear, and public attention while following survivor testimony, flight records, financial evidence, photographs, and years of investigative reporting. The break came when Epstein was arrested in 2019 on federal charges and Maxwell was arrested in 2020 after hiding from public view. From there, the case moved into interviews, evidence reviews, court filings, or official findings, and the person tied to the crime was Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. The final outcome was stark. Epstein died by suicide in jail before trial, while Maxwell was convicted of sex trafficking and related charges and sentenced to 20 years in prison. For a short storyline, the strongest part is the emotional turn. The viewer first sees a normal life, then watches one decision, one lie, one hidden pattern, or one ignored warning pull that life into darkness. The institution around the offender mattered because silence, prestige, or fear helped the abuse continue. Survivors changed the case by turning private pain into public testimony. The punishment mattered, but the deeper question became who knew enough to act sooner. The story works because it is not built on fantasy. It is built on real records, real victims, real evidence, and a final result that still leaves people thinking after the narration ends. Every clue mattered because one missed clue could have buried the truth longer. By the end, the case feels less like mystery and more like a warning. The evidence did not just solve a crime, it rebuilt the final hours. That is the part listeners remember after the screen goes dark. That last detail is what keeps the case from feeling like an old report. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.